love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Check, 59. Too little, check 31.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
39. Hey, box truck.
To throw is Ryan. And this one complete to Smith. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
A give to Smith out of the gun, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Hey, Tuesday.
Here's Ryan to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Time to go night-night.
On second down now, it's Smith. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Brian Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Go!
At their own 29-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
21.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. 11.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16.
Here we go. 180. 21. 11.
54.
Hey, wahoo! Go ahead, stand.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 16-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
20, 6-6, bullet high.
Now Ito Smith. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 40 now on second down. Ryan, he's got Smith here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Ito Smith was a little bit of a surprise in 2018. Got unexpected playing time due to the absence of Devontae Freeman. Took full advantage of it. Had 27 catches out of the backfield last season. There's another one this year.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Here we go.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Blue 80, blue 80, blue 80. Yeah.
Now Ryan on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10. Their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On the carry, here's Smith. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Rush in. Rush in.
Hey, check. Ready to go.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
I got you. Hey, Charlie. 12.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 21.
45.
On first down, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
13. Hey, Haywood. Hey, gun.
Mike, 45. Hey, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here. 45's the Mike. Get in the weight room.
12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
45 to Mike. Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Intended for Raheem Mostert. It's second down and
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
13. 21. Hey, exit.
Garoppolo again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Garoppolo now. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Luke Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run it here with Smith. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now with Smith. And he'll get it down here to the 43. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
On the counter, it's Smith. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 27, Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Smith trying to run for it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go. 65.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Second and 5 now. Garoppolo, rush coming, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now the second down throw on target. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Call that a 46-yard punt. They did get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where you're...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan, and this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
Let's go!
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Now it's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down, Niners.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
54 Mike. Bang it.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. 180. White.
They're running it.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, alert.
Hatchet. Shift. Check.
Two.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
21. Here we go.
They still playing.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
21.
43's the mic. You're not ready. 43 is the mic.
61. Matchbox lights.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Ryan. He completes it to Treadwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 45 on second down, Ryan. Jones has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Throwing on second down, Ryan. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. D Ford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's second down. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you. So for San Francisco, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to